This is Top Accolade Global News Update. I am Abiodun Mohammed. Moscow's forces are continuing to engage in operations against cross-border raiders, described alternatively as either armed Russian opposition groups or Ukrainian saboteurs who entered Russia from Ukraine in one of the most daring attacks on Russian territory since the Kremlin's war on Kyiv began 15 months ago. The governor of Russia's Belgorod region, Vyacheslav Gladkov, said on Tuesday that a counter-terrorism operation was continuing against what he had earlier described as a Ukrainian sabotage group which had entered Russian territory in the Graivoron district bordering Ukraine. The governor told residents who fled Graivoron that it was not possible to return yet to their homes. One woman has been killed and 2 people wounded, but Russian forces have been unable to reach them, he added. Ukrainian news broadcaster Romatsky, citing Ukrainian military intelligence sources, said on Monday that 2 armed Russian opposition groups, the Liberty of Russia Legion and the Russian Volunteer Corps (RVC), consisting of Russian citizens, were responsible for the attack on the Belgorod region. Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan has been granted bail in multiple cases by an anti-terrorism court in the capital, Islamabad. Media report on Tuesday said the chief of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI party was granted bail until June 8 in 8 cases related to violence at the court complex in March this year. Khan's wife, Bushra Bibi, was also granted protective bail until May 31st in a corruption case on Tuesday by the National Accountability Bureau (NAB) court in Islamabad. Khan, who says he is facing nearly 150 legal cases against him since he was removed from power in April last year, will be appearing before another NAB court in the garrison town of Rawalpindi later in the day. The couple is accused of accepting the gift of property to build a private university in exchange for providing benefits to a real estate tycoon. Khan denies the charge, saying he and his wife were not involved in any wrongdoing. The developments come as the authorities crack down on the supporters of Pakistan's top opposition leader. Thousands staged violent protests and attacked public property and military installations following Khan's arrest earlier this month. President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy could not reach an agreement on Monday on how to raise the US government $31.4 trillion debt ceiling with just 10 days before a possible default that could sink the US economy, but vowed to keep talking. The Democratic president and the top congressional Republican have struggled to make a deal as McCarthy pressures the White House to agree to spending cuts in the federal budget that Biden considers extreme, and the president pushes new taxes that Republicans have rejected. Both sides stressed the need to avoid default with a bipartisan deal after Monday evening's meeting, however, and signaled that they had been talking regularly in coming days. A source familiar with the situation said that White House negotiators were returning to Capitol Hill on Monday night to resume talks. McCarthy told reporters after over an hour of talks with Biden that negotiators are in quote going to get together, work through the night to try to find common ground. Democrats and Republicans have until June 1st to increase the government's self-borrowing limit or trigger an unprecedented debt default that economists warn could bring on a recession. Greece's leftists will receive an official mandate on Tuesday to form a coalition government after an inconclusive national election, but are expected to seek a second vote instead. The conservative New Democracy Party romped to victory with 40.8% of the vote in Sunday's poll, which sent the leftist Syriza into a tailspin after taking 20.1% of the vote. Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis, a member of New Democracy, declined to seek a coalition on Monday, paving the way for a second vote on June 25th that he hopes his Conservative Party will win outright. Without New Democracy, opposition parties do not have enough seats to form a ruling alliance, and all party leaders have indicated they will not hold exploratory talks. Syriza said that the final battle had yet to come. The country's president, Katerina Sekalaropoulou, was due to meet Tsipras at 8 GMT and hand him a mandate to try to form a coalition government. Syriza's defeat revealed a split left. 2 small leftist parties set up by former Syriza members did not make it into parliament. Ukraine's foreign minister began a tour of African countries this week, stepping up wartime Kyiv's diplomatic push to challenge Russian influence in the global south and cement division laid out by Ukraine as the only path to peace. Top diplomat Dmytro Kuleba said his main priority was to get African countries to endorse President Volodymyr Zelenskyy's peace plan as he traveled to Morocco on his second tour of Africa since Russia invaded in February last year. The tour follows 3 days of diplomacy by Zelensky at the Arab League of Nations on Friday, and then at a Group of 7 summit in Japan, as well as G7 leaders. He met those of India, Indonesia, Iraq, and the Saudi Crown Prince during his travels. Political analysts say Ukraine is accelerating its push to court the global south, a term meaning Latin America, Africa, and much of Asia, and that the effort has taken on greater importance as rival peace proposals to end the war in Ukraine have popped up in other capitals. That is the size of top accolade global news updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Tuesday!